certain individuals, one of the things they have experienced is they begin to see there are patterns of evil happenings, patterns of failures that have trailed their family. If you can cast your mind back, or you can see people around you, I've experienced and I've seen in my course of work dealing with people whose you see that there is a pattern. Once they start rising, once they get to a certain spot in life, everything just stop, and then the next thing you find, they start falling backward, and then they enter into the circle of failure. And digging deep, we begin to see that it runs through the family, that some brothers, some nephew, some uncles have also experiencing similar situation, wherein they see that things are moving in the right direction, but at a particular stage in their life, at a particular age, 30, 20, 25, some even get to 40, things change for the worse, and it has become a cycle. This is what we call generational curses. This is generational evil patterns that follow individuals. And I want to show you how you can deal with that, how you can make sure you break. You may be the first person that may need to break this and break this cycle. And I'm going to give you certain steps that can help you in making sure you stop and you break this evil generational pattern. And it runs, whether male or female, it runs. And as it is, they can't just get out of it. No matter what they do, they've not been able to go out of it. You may even find some individual who seem to be very good people, yet this is happening to them. You need to take a deliberate step, a deliberate action, an intentional step to make sure that this stops with you, And I want you to listen and pay attention to the end so that you could get every step I want to give to you. So what am I going to give to you today? I want to give you a very strong spiritual work that I want you to do. So simple and yet very, very potent and very efficacious and powerful, that it will break every cycle of failure, every cycle of negative patterns that has been happening in your life. So what are the things you need? You just need just 4 items with your Bible, which make it the 5th item. The very first thing you need to go and get any soil or sand, whatever you want to call it, soil or sand. You need to get just some quantity, just about 3 tablespoonfuls of soil or sand. You need to get that. The second item you also need to get is you need to get 3 tablespoonfuls of salt, whether sea salt or the regular salt we use. So you need to get 3 tablespoonfuls. The next item you need is any soap of your choice. You could get any soap of your choice. That's the next item you need. The third item you need is you are going to be making use of warm water that is warm, not cold water. You are going to make use of it in taking your bath with the soap you prepare, this spiritual soap. And the last thing, like I said, you need is your Bible, because you are going to do some chanting of some psalm to activate the forces of the universe, the forces of the divine nature to come into that item, and then it becomes very powerful and potent in making sure every negative pattern stop with you. Now, what are the steps you need in making this preparation? What are the steps? The very first step you need is that the salt you got, those 3 tablespoonfuls of salt you have, you grind it smooth. You put it and you grind it. Over here, we use local grinding stone. We are still in the stone age, so we use grinding stone. So I can grind smooth. We grind it. I grind it when I'm preparing it for individual. I grind it in the grinding stone, so to make it smooth. So you grind the salt. The second stage is also once you have finished grinding the salt, take out the salt. Then place the 3 tablespoonfuls of the soil or sand any soil, any sand that you can get from any place, whether in your compound, in your yard, or wherever you can get any soil or sand, you get it. It's not so specific, so just get the soil, 3 tablespoonful. Then you grind that also smooth. You grind it smooth, very, very smooth. Now, what you do is that you mix the sand and the salt that you already grinded, you mix both together. And then you mix both together with the soap you have, whether the black local soap of Nigeria that we have here, or the Ghana black soap, or any white soap, tablet soap, or any soap you have around you. So you mix all items together after you have grinded the salt and the sand together. And then the next thing you do, once you have mixed it, you empty the item, the soap now, into a white container, and then you open your Bible and you chant Psalm 24 and Psalm 35 once each, and you say prayer to stop every evil patterns, every evil negative happenings that have betraying in your family, that has become a chain of events, and it has moved from generation to generation, and you stop it, you pray over it, and then you keep it just for 24 hours, just one day. Now, how do you use it? Very simple. This is where you need, anytime you are going to bathe this soap, you're going to get a new sponge. You are going to get a new sponge. If you have access to the Nigerian local sponge, that's okay. If you don't have access to it, just go and get a new sponge, because you're not going to use any sponge you have used previously for this particular soap. So get a new sponge, and then you bathe this water early morning and late at night with warm water, not cold water, please. Bath this soap early morning and late at night with warm water, and I can assure you, you will come back with positive result. You will begin to see a stop in those negative patterns that have bedeviled individuals in your family, that is trying to destroy your future. So I encourage you that you take the necessary step, a deliberate step, to stop this evil pattern. I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe. If you want to reach out to me, my phone is just be at that description section. You can reach out to me. If you want anything, any question, just reach out to me, and I will gladly be ready to do some explanation to you. Thank you, and see you some other time.